there's a hose right down there.
That's a great time to ask for more water.
Yeah.
Hey, listeners, welcome back for another episode of Smoking Butts and Tapping Ash podcast with your host,
Dave.
And I'm Scott.
And I'm Travis. And this is the podcast where we talk about cigars, barbecue, and all the shit in between.
Yes.
Yep.
How are
Sure
you,
is.
beautiful men, tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you guys? Did you guys have a good weekend?
I did. I had a pretty great weekend, actually. It's actually been 2 weekends since we recorded, so we got some catching up to do.
Oh, it has. I
Well,
didn't even
because we
think that.
recorded
Yeah,
on a-
we recorded on a Friday night.
That's what I was trying to
Yep.
explain to him the other day.
We're back on our regular night on Monday.
Yep.
Getting ready to drop it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to kick this beautiful Monday off, we got our My Monthly Cigars boxes in today.
Yes, we did. It was like Christmas.
It was. We got 2 boxes each. Because I know Nick had some issues getting a cigar last month and a couple things working against him, but he made up for it and shipped out 2 beautiful boxes that arrived today.
It was like Christmas, getting
It
all
was.
those at
We
once.
opened them up just not 20 minutes ago.
And I have some more at home.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you do.
Because
Forgot about that.
Me and Dave get the Robusto box.
Yep.
4 cigars for $39 or $29.99
$29.99.
plus shipping, unless you use code SBTA.
Yep, then you get free shipping on your first order. Scott, which one do you get? Is that the
El
El
Presidente.
Presidente?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
You
double of everything.
Yep, you
Yeah.
get 2 of each cigar
Yep.
for $49.99.
Yes. Correct.
Can
What
I
a-
have your
that's a hell of a
other
deal.
Black Ops?
No, you
It's
can't
pretty
have
good.
it.
Yeah, this week on The Smoke, brought to you by My Monthly Cigars and fucking good coffee, we are smoking the Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Habano, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, a Nicaraguan filler. It's a medium to full strength cigar.
Oh, it's
I'm
got
thinking-
a freaking awesome
Yes.
band.
It is cool.
It's like a Call of Duty
Yes.
logo.
It is.
Black Ops.
Yeah, I think it actually might be one now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, then there's like some kind of cool spade design on the other side. And it looks like metal plate. See that? It's like raised and textured.
I would have to get my glasses on to see it that close.
I was surprised you could read.
Well,
about
I
this.
zoomed in on my
Oh, I was say I was,
I zoomed in on it. I cheated.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like, damn, Scott.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
rattled
I
it right
cheated.
off.
You know, I wouldn't have been able to read
Sorry,
that
guys.
shit. No, yeah.
I
So
cheated.
I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be like because it is dark.
I really, right now, and we just lit it up. I really like the retro on it. It's very nice.
It's pretty good.
It is. It's a whole lot more mellow than I was expecting it to be. I thought we'd light it and Travis would keel over dead.
It's more of a medium strength. to
Yeah,
me.
right now,
It
it might-
says medium to full, but I give it more.
it might
I'm
medium.
going to say right in the medium, right there in
Yeah.
the groove.
Yep.
It's almost got like a sweet flavor,
Ooh.
like a sweet tobacco flavor.
This would
to
be
it.
a good kind of everyday smoke.
Yeah, man,
MSRP $6. I mean, you could throw that in the
You
rotation.
can't go wrong there.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I would smoke this often.
And again, I've never seen this in the store.
I haven't either.
That's the beauty of My Monthly Cigars.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Never heard of it, I'll be honest.
I think there was a few that came in the since we got 8 that we have in stores around here, but most of them I always get from there. I never see like
No.
around here.
You know what it reminds me of? Like freshly baked brownies. Like the crust. When you're eating the crust, like the
Yeah.
smoky charred flavor you get with the chocolate. That's what I'm getting.
Have you
off
ever
of it.
smoked your like anything like that, like brownies or dessert or anything
I
like
don't
that?
know.
Remember in the beginning, we did that one sauce on a dessert.
Like, I've never done that.
I don't think so. I'm going to, though, now that you mention it.
I've heard something, people.
I
doing
would
it.
like to try that with cornbread muffins. I bet that would be awesome.
Cornbread
Some
muffin.
Jiffy muffins.
like just smoke them.
Yeah, just put them in the muffin tin and throw them bitches on the smoker.
Then
Like,
with, then with the
not
big
a-
old pot of ham and beans.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
then
And you'd
not?
have to, so you'd have to do it like offset, like off the off.
Yeah, it'd be like you couldn't do it on a direct
Mm-hmm.
smoker, but on this one you could definitely do it. This is more like an oven
Yeah,
heat in there.
I
You
understand.
know what I mean?
But anyway, I just thought of that.
So what you guys been doing?
Well, 2 weeks ago, we went to St. Charles, me and some other friends, and kind of visited the downtown area. Did a little bar hopping. The girls went and did a little shopping in the area. It was a good time.
Were you invited to that, Dave?
No, not that I recall.
I remember him telling us
It
I'm
wasn't
leaving
my
town.
rodeo. It was my other friend who invited me.
I've been to a lot
So-
of rodeos that I've invited you two guys to.
No bullshit.
Oh, bullshit. Don't you love that little kid on the memes
Bullshit.
in the car seat?
Yeah.
Like they'll do
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I love that little kid. Oh, bullshit.
That's pretty funny.
And this past weekend was a work weekend. We went down to our farm property and kind of cleaned and mowed and bush hogged.
I went there
Wasn't-
yesterday.
Wasn't
and
a fun weekend.
I
Did it
noticed-
look nice?
What did you do to the driveway?
I graded it.
Yeah.
Does it look good?
No.
Well, I don't have much to work with there.
Yeah. you got
need
more
some
dirt than
gravel?
you got rock.
I need
man.
about 100 tons of rock to move
Yeah.
around.
I was like, I think you just put
Yeah.
quick sand
Well, no,
down.
I moved around what was there.
Yeah. But anyway.
But if you should have seen it before then.
Yeah.
It
It
was
looked good.
pretty rutted up and bad.
We went yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice. What you been doing, Travis?
Well, I can't remember 2 weeks back. This past weekend, we kind of just hung around the house Friday, and then Saturday, moved some stuff, clearing out the house still. We're getting closer to closing, I guess, what they keep telling me. Lord, this is like the longest. I've sold 2 or 3 houses before, and it's just kind of like, okay, I'll buy your house. Boom, you're going to close.
Usually done within 45 days.
Yeah, I mean, done. Oh, my gosh.
Seems
man.
like you've been doing this for like half a year.
For
Yeah.
like 3 months at least.
Well,
at
and you
least.
guys know that, like, the first issue, their house sold, then it didn't sell, and blah, blah, So that's part of it, is our house is selling contingent on these people's house selling, which they're under contract, but I don't know. So anyway.
My favorite is the first guy that tried to buy their house.
Yeah.
That was all pre-approved.
Yeah, he goes in with a letter of pre-approval, and we're talking, goes in and he pays for the inspection, pays for the appraisal. We're 16 days into this.
And this is big boy money. This is a big boy loan.
Yeah. I mean, they had the house listed for 112, I think, and 16 days into this, they come back and say, "Wait a minute, we ran your credit, and we can't finance you. You have a foreclosure on your credit."
How is that? How can he get pre-approved? And,
Exactly.
I
The
don't
whole
get that.
pre-approval is running your credit and saying, "Yeah."
That is the bank dropping the ball.
Well, and I understand.
Unless something happened after they ran it to when
I-
do they run it again before to check stuff before they
No.
do the?
Not typically.
I don't.
Because I know, and I don't know if this. I've been told this is also bullshit, and Dave will probably
I mean,
be able to
they
tell
probably
me.
do like a preliminary deal.
That's what I wonder if it's like a soft credit check.
Well, that's is there such a thing as that, Dave? Let me ask you that. You've done that. They always say, like, when you go places, well, we won't
this
run
won't
your
show
credit.
up on your credit.
Yeah, we'll
but
just
we'll
do
a soft
soft
credit.
And,
right?
and every time it
That's
dings.
true.
Okay.
But
You
then how
can do
come it
that,
dings up like on?
But the reason why you do that is to look for foreclosures
Yes.
or repos or something where you don't even want to mess with this
well, that's
person.
what I was told from our realtor was that.
So what they did is they pulled the credit, probably, or maybe didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't even bother if he's a customer. At
how
the
she
bank.
was talking was they said finally 16
Maybe they
days
just
in.
pulled his score.
Maybe or something.
Like he
I
has
know,
a good. he has
because
a-
when you do that, I don't think you get a score. When you just look, you're just looking for points like that.
really.
Yeah, you're looking for, foreclosures,
Bankruptcy or something.
bankruptcy,
Yeah.
anything like that, to where you're just like, no, we can't
Like
do that
automatically.
amount.
So that should have came up first thing, and
Should
he
have
had
came
the,
up first thing.
He had the thing pre-approved. But anyway, we're getting through it. So
You'll
And-
get there.
And Saturday night, me and Rebecca went on a nice date.
Oh, did you get invited to that?
It was
No.
me and my wife.
I
You're
didn't.
not going to get invited to
No.
that.
No, that's another.
If we all did like
that's a rodeo I didn't get invited
No.
to.
exactly,
I didn't-
you
didn't
did
either.
not get invited to that rodeo. It was date night for us. We dropped Cole off at the grandparents, and we took off to Evansville.
Speaking of rodeo, did you last all 8 seconds, Travis?
At least 6.5.
All right, good job.
The best six
Good
and a half
job.
seconds of her life.
Yeah.
There's cowboy hats flying everywhere. I
Oh
bet.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
We went to the casino in Evansville, and
Nice.
I won my.
Did you win anything?
We did. We walked out of there winners. The
Nice.
house did not win that night. This house won.
Nice.
I only won like $15.
Hey, that's better
Hey,
than
yeah.
nothing.
That's better than the
That's
alternative.
that's what I did. We put 15 in, and we got up to 30, and I said, "Cash out."
Yep.
We're
I
walking
don't blame
out.
you one bit, man.
How long was you in there to win that?
Oh, maybe 20
4
minutes.
hours?
No, probably 20 minutes. Honestly, we walked around. We're not big gamblers. We spend more time walking around, waiting till a slot machine or something calls out our name to find one we like. And
I've never had one call my name.
well,
How
there's
does that work?
Well, there's certain slots that I like playing, just different ones. And I always look for those. And honestly, just because those are the ones I've won on before, you know. And some of them look too difficult, and I'm like, I'm not playing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Some
so,
of them do look difficult.
That was
but-
it. We grabbed some parlor donuts, and
Was it all digital? Like, is all the gambling digital nowadays?
it's getting there. They had a few blackjack, and they had a roulette table and craps, I think, all in the middle. But it's not like it used to. You know, it was all that. I mean, there's tons and tons of just slots and.
See, there's no chance in that. There's no luck in digital gambling. Like, it's all a computer can't just luckily land on 19. It's programmed to do so.
Well, and actually,
It's programmed to pay out X amount.
yes.
Yeah.
So somebody is losing out
Yes.
throughout the day.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's only
somewhere
gonna
it's
pay so
programmed.
much.
It says after 37 pulls, pay out $26.
Or something. Well, and I meant to take a picture, but we had got busy doing something else. Remember, I had told you guys that they have the roulette thing.
Mhm.
Well, they had one there, and it was a different style than I'd ever seen. You kind of sat like at a bar top, and there was a big TV screen where it did it. But in front of you was the actual wheel, and it would come out like a pin, bloop, drop it, and it would spin. I meant to take a picture of it and show
Yeah.
you guys, but I forgot.
That's cool.
I sent you a picture of our
This
winnings.
thing's putting off some good smoke. Just
It
sitting
is
there.
smoking great,
Yeah.
too.
It-
Look at that.
It's a good stick.
With this wonderful southern Illinois weather, my sinuses have just been,
Oh, my.
you know, because you wake up and it's 32 degrees in the morning and 78.
75 right now.
Yeah, and so like my sinuses. So
Do you see the weather next week?
It's supposed to be colder again. I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be high in the 50s, low in the almost 30, 29 one day.
Boo.
Boo.
No, no, not ready for that.
No, me neither.
Travis,
man.
when you going to Florida? And it's about time.
The earliest will probably be Christmas.
I call bullshit.
I don't
Well,
think
we-
you're
I-
going to last that long.
I
No.
think you'll be there in November.
We usually go in
No.
November. You guys know that. We love going over Veterans Day, but hell, I might be closing. I still don't have a close date, so they're telling me 1st of November.
Hell, you might have to go on vacation to have a place to live.
That's
I
right.
predict if you close on, say, a Thursday, your ass will be on a plane on a Friday
No.
to Florida. I
We won't.
guarantee
We
it.
won't do
signing
that.
papers with his luggage.
Yes, guarantee it. They will be packed and ready to go.
Can I do like an e-sign from the plane? or something?
Yep.
I wish.
Oh, shit. Yeah, last weekend, me and my son and my buddy went to Bloomington, Indiana. Set up at Indiana Toy and Comic Expo, which is always awesome. It's a freaking just monster convention. It's only like 6 hours. People just rush it, and their sole purpose there is to buy shit and go.
That's good.
Yes, it's great.
So it's only one
did
day,
you do
6
good?
hours.
Only one day, 6 hours. I did very well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was a good
That's
day.
all that matters.
And met up with Froggy Flips from YouTube with my toy collection I told you guys about last time. That shit was packed ass in our SUV, man. Like, the whole back was to the ceiling with stuff. The back passenger seat was stacked to the ceiling with stuff. And I was holding a bag up front. It was crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, he got it. I can't wait for that video to come out. And
Did he say he was going
See
to make
what
one?
oh, that's what he does for a living, so I'm sure he's going to make a video.
Isn't that
it'll,
crazy?
it'll take him a while.
He makes
There was a lot of
a
shit,
living.
man.
And okay, with that, like I know you said he has a store and sells it, but that's how he makes his money. He doesn't make money by making the videos.
I don't think he has a store.
Yeah.
He probably has like an eBay store or something. But
Yeah.
I know he has a booth at some local shop, and then he's like built up this like command center almost, and he probably does private deals there with higher end stuff. That's what I would do anyway. That's what I expect
Yeah.
he does. But I don't know. You never know. Then this weekend, me and my wife and our friends of 20 plus years went away for the weekend for the first time that I can remember.
Did you get an invite to that, Scott?
No, sure did.
Me
No.
neither.
Well, I invited Scott. I didn't.
You did?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, but
you probably
we
did.
had to go to the farm.
know,
I
you had to
couldn't
work.
go. I
Yeah,
forgot about
I
that.
understand.
Anyway, we took off to beautiful Farmington, Missouri, which I had never been to before.
We used to go there and ride 4-wheelers a lot. St.
What?
Joe State
My
Park.
son used to play in a soccer tournament there. We'd go every year.
That place is pretty freaking awesome. It
Yep.
is like
Yeah, nice
The-
little town.
the epitome of town living.
Yep.
Like, there's shops open, any kind of shop you want. There's an abnormally large amount of lighting stores. There's like 4 shops of lighting.
Like house lighting?
yeah, like
lamp
chandeliers
fixtures
and lamps and this and that.
I've noticed that in Florida. There's a ton of them, and I'm
Well-
like, how many
Well,
lights?
the
can you
restaurants
choose
we
from?
went to, all of them had badass lighting. So,
Well, they have a lot to choose from.
yeah, they had a
Yeah.
lot to choose from. Yep, that was pretty awesome. Went into a couple of different shops. It was super cool, man. Ate at 12 West. I recommend that joint for sure. It's good. And then the next day we ate at Old 102 something or other. Old number 102. It's like a brick oven pizza.
So what's
place.
12 West? Steakhouse or just a
They have steak.
restaurant, bar and grill, or
I'm trying to think of a place around here.
American type restaurant maybe?
Yeah.
Amer-
Yeah, I can't really
They
think.
kind of
of
had
a place.
everything on the menu.
Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I had sandwiches, steaks, burgers.
Okay.
It like all had like a new age flair to it.
Yeah.
Like it was freaking good though. I got a Reuben. Yummy. Big old
I'm not a
thick
Reuben
pub
fan.
chips.
You like Reubens?
Oh, I
I
love,
love
Reubens.
Reubens.
Really? I don't. I'm
They're
not a Reuben fan.
amazing, dude.
I forgot to tell you about my New York trip.
Oh yeah.
You sure did.
You went to New
Hell,
York
I
in the
forgot
middle.
about
Fuck,
that.
you
Last
left-
week
you
I went
left
to
out a
New
whole
York.
freaking state.
Well, I left on Tuesday morning, New York, flew out. My buddy was doing work-related stuff on Wednesday, and I kind of walked around Times Square, did all that crap.
Did
hit
you
a
get
few
mugged?
bars.
Yeah.
Nope.
Did you
Lots
get,
of homeless people.
Did you get raped?
Nope.
You can't rape the willing.
That's
No.
true.
Then we just
That's
come
true.
back Thursday. It was a quick trip, but it was fun.
That's
Good
good,
time.
man.
What'd you bring me and Dave?
Nothing. There was no cigar shops around there. Nothing.
I call bullshit.
I'm
There-
pretty sure there's one.
There was.
Martinez cigars.
Yes, but it was like a little over a mile walk, and I'm like, my knee's not going to do that. I'm not walking.
I don't blame you one
You
bit.
could have took breaks.
Uber's
Sat
were-
down with the homeless
And
people.
Uber, just a basic to go 3 or
You
4
coulda-
blocks
You
was
could have
$30.
stopped on the corner with a
Yeah.
bucket or a cup or something.
Yeah. They
Got-
would have gave you
got
could have
some
paid
cigar
for,
money.
Yeah.
You guys got nothing from New York. Nothing.
You didn't
Damn
even
it.
get us a. You know I collect koozies and stickers.
Nope.
You
Didn't
didn't give
even
me
see
nothing.
any of that. Nothing.
I bet you did, and you just said,
No.
Travis would like that, and I'm not going to buy it.
I'll give you your care package later.
Okay,
Dave.
thanks.
What?
Thanks, Scott.
Oh my God. Why am I even on this show?
I really, I can't think of a single reason I would ever want to go to New York City.
I want to go just to see the sights. I wouldn't want to go and stay. I want to do like his trip, a kind of a 2 or 3 day in and out.
Yeah. I'm glad I went. It was fun. Had a good time, but I'm not a city guy.
No.
I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you. Too many people.
Everybody wants to go at Christmas. And
Yes.
I'm like,
You're
that.
walking the streets. You got $1? You got $1? It's like everybody's asking for money.
that sounds like Vegas.
Oh, it was.
You know, I noticed that
Mexico.
in Bloomington, Indiana, there's like a large population of homeless people there for some reason.
Yeah.
I have no idea why, because it's an awesome town.
Huh.
And it's a college town, so people have money. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
Now, me and Rebecca talk about this all the time. If you were not a homeless person, if I was ever, God forbid, in that situation, and most of these people are just sitting there, they might have a dog with them, but they're just by themselves. Nothing's holding them down at all. Let's just say if you were a homeless person in Michigan, would you
I'd
not
be walking my
Yeah,
ass
I
to
was gonna say, would
Florida
you
over
not?
the next
Yeah,
year.
wouldn't you start working your way south? Say, well, I'm going to be homeless.
That's like in New York. I
Work.
can't imagine winter up there.
No.
No.
Like, it's like, what do you do? And what's funny is most of them have a dog.
Yes.
I don't know. Why is that? Why does a homeless person have a dog? I
For
mean,
warmth, maybe? I don't know.
Tough time.
I don't know.
Yeah. My guess
I
is
guess you
they
could snuggle.
go home to their penthouse apartment. with
Yeah.
their-
Yeah, they
their
probably
earnings for the day.
They probably make $150,000-$200,000.
Not
just-
all of them,
peddling.
but some of them for
I
sure.
bet there's a lot that
I read an
make good money.
like a short documentary story on this guy one time that was in New York, but he would sit outside the stock exchange and like ask for
Yeah.
money or whatever. Well, he would sit there and like ask these guys like pick up tips, and he would save them. He legitimately was homeless, but he would save it up, and he found one of them and started buying stocks, and he's like a millionaire now.
See,
why didn't I think of that?
that's awesome.
And that's what he did. He legitimately got enough to eat, but it would save it, and then hey, buy this stock, buy that, and flip it. And
That's pretty cool.
That's a pretty cool story.
I'm
yeah.
proud of him.
I'm proud of him too, and I don't even know him.
I wish I had that kind of drive to figure that out. I
Yeah,
just don't.
stock market is like Japanese to me.
Yeah, me too. I tried it a little bit. and
I have to in
can't.
the past.
And I'm pretty obsessive. Like I get into things pretty hardcore, and I just could not.
I think you'd be good at it though.
maybe if it was my sole like thing,
If you, yeah,
And if you got to have some like real money to do anything with it.
Well, you mean you
Unless
can start with
it's like playing the lottery.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean,
Yeah, my dad does it, and he always told me you have to play the stock market with money that you don't need.
yeah, yeah,
I can understand that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you can't.
No, me and my friend Jimmy did it a while. We did pretty okay because we opted in with our 401k to like choose our own stuff, and you can like flex it into this and that.
Yeah, Tom
We did
Hatley
pretty
did
well.
that.
But then the fucking bottom fell out of everything back then. This was like the last recession we had like 10 years ago or something.
Oh, here.
Travis, for everybody that doesn't know, Travis thinks recessions are fables. He doesn't think
me
they're
and
real.
you, Scott, you've even said, Scott, we're having a depression. We're going through. We're going through this recession. I've been hearing
we
that
are
since
in
I
a
was.
recession.
You don't get it.
I've heard it since I'm 2 years old.
It's going to happen.
Have
No.
you bought groceries lately?
Yeah.
Are they
yeah.
three
No.
times more than they were last year?
Yes.
Then we were in a fucking recession because
well,
we don't
yes.
make as much money.
because prices just go up.
Listeners, are we in a recession? Please answer that.
Oh, I
on the
can't wait to
socials.
see these answers.
Yes.
'Cause
I'm
I bet
not
there's
gonna
some struggling people.
I'm not going to argue. And like me, I've told you before, and maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but when you say a recession to me, what automatically like comes to mind is like the Great Depression.
That's a depression. That's
I
like a
know.
10-year
That's
ordeal.
different.
I know, but it's
A
different.
recession can last a month.
I know, and that's the thing is some things are coming down now, but yes, groceries went back up, and it's like anything. Once they figure out, hey, they'll pay $3 for a loaf of bread, we're going to leave it at $3.
Right.
They're not ever going to go back down to the buck it used to be.
No.
No, they'll keep doing it.
Yep.
But anyway, that's enough of that nonsense.
But yeah, but it'll stay that way till our wages catch up
Yeah.
to that.
And our wages never
They'll
will.
be like, well, I think they could afford.
It's the same thing as like Scott has a McDonald's cup here. They want $15, $16 an hour to flip a burger now, and well, McDonald's says, okay, if you want us to pay that, but we'll dress up. You
It's
know,
like
your
that.
your dollar.
They used to cost $1.
Yeah, your
Now
dollar
it's
McDouble
$2.
is now $2.50 or
It's
$2.80.
double. It's
Yep.
$1.84, I think it was.
Yeah.
It cost me.
Yeah.
McDoubles used to be $1,
Yeah.
and now they're like
Like
two.
$3.
Yeah,
I think they're on the $3.
Yeah.
They're like $2.69 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's just because,
Just
and I
dumb.
can't blame them. It's like, well, okay,
But that's
you want
not
this,
a
but we're gonna have to
recession.
raise our
We're
price.
not.
I'm not okay. It's
Yeah.
a recession. If that's what it's
Jesus.
if that's what it's definite, you know,
It's
If that's-
definitely part of it.
it's definitely part of it. I just look at it as prices are always going to go up, no matter what. Always. No, even if if we all made $100,000 a year, $200,000, prices are still going to go up.
Has
no
your
matter what.
wages went up with that cost of living?
Very little?
Thank you.
Exactly
That's
right.
all
Very
we
little.
need to hear from you.
I'll say very little.
Basically,
But
a
that's-
recession is
That's
when
the same thing that's
the
happened
cost-
since I was born.
But that's why we've had like 7 recessions
I know.
since you were born.
We've just constantly been in a recession.
It's every couple of years we've hit one. We hit
Because that's how I look
pretty
at it.
good
is
one in
once
like
they figure out you'll pay it.
04, 05, wasn't it?
I mean, you're going to be living in a camper in a couple months.
Yeah,
You're going to be homeless.
I know. I'm going to love it.
For like a month, maybe.
Yeah. You're going to love it.
Ugh.
So
Hey,
it's cold and
all
you're
right,
stuck in the
I'm tired of
camper
messing
with
You
your,
done? You done
with your
with
wife
us?
and son.
I'm done with this.
Yeah. Wait till your water line freezes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This ain't my first rodeo. Let's get into this rub down.
Let's do it.
We need a sound effect for the rub down.
We do. We need to figure out what that would be, and then I'll figure out how to make it
Dum,
up.
dum, dum.
Dum, dum. This week's rub down brought to us by Louis Barbecue Supply Company in beautiful Heron, Illinois.
Yep.
He is still planning on opening beginning of November, I think. I went in there the other night to get some stuff, and they were in there stocking all the shelves. Before, they just had everything in boxes piled up, and
Getting there.
you know, it looked, when I walked in there, it actually looked like a store. He had everything set up.
They're still shooting for like the 1st of November.
That's what they're shooting for, yeah.
Nice,
And I think they're there to be. We'll call it a soft opening. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's going to gradually get a lot more stuff because, like we talked before, everything he gets, he's got to call you to get this. He's got to call Dave to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
wants, like tonight we're doing Cosmos. Well, he had to get set up with Cosmos.
Right.
He throttled every single one. He can't just go on somewhere and order all of it.
Yep.
But tonight we're doing Cosmos Dry Rub, Honey Chipotle Killer Bee. I have done they got a one that's Honey Killer Bee.
I've done that one.
I've done that one on ribs, and it's really good.
Yes.
This was my first time doing the Honey Chipotle meat rub. We
I
did
think
it
this
on.
is the first Cosmos that I've ever tried, unless I've tried it at your house.
Yeah, you've
when
tried
you
it.
cooked at some point in
Yeah,
time.
I've used different stuff of theirs. They make really good stuff, and I really like their videos. He makes pretty good videos of different cooking stuff. But we did it on Louis PNR. Gave us some beautiful,
like 1.5 2 inch.
Oh my gosh!
thick.
those
wait.
are probably 2 inch thick.
Wait till you see the
pork
picture,
chops.
Listen.
Yeah.
Wait till you guys see them.
The picture don't even do it justice.
No,
No.
it doesn't. Like, we should have held up a ruler.
I
Right.
opened those up and I was like, wow.
It looked like a beef heart.
Yeah, that's
was-
what he
they were
he
one
came
pork
out when I
chop.
was opening them. And that's what he said. He goes, "That looks like a heart laying there."
They were giant, man.
They were good, but fabulous meat as always from them.
Oh yeah.
So let's just dive right into it. What'd you cook them on, Dave?
I cooked them on my freaking awesome Weber Summit Kamado.
So Kamado.
Yep, Old Faithful here. She does a great freaking job.
And they was cooked perfect.
They-
Juicy.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yes.
say, man, that thing nailed them.
Yeah.
Just right. Like, cut into that bad boy. Like, the
Yeah.
whole piece of meat was just juicy and
And
wet.
a lot of that's the meat you get too.
That's absolutely
Yeah,
correct.
absolutely.
Yes. If you
Yep.
get good quality meat, you're going to get a good cook.
When you get the combo, you get the magic.
We had good meat.
You get the
very
magic
good
meat.
Yes. So you Dave or Scott started last week. You can start this week.
I'll start this week. I'm not typically a pork guy, as all of you guys know.
Yeah.
I like it okay, but I don't, go out.
We're more of me and you are both born beef, and you too, right? We're more beef guys.
I'm a beef and seafood guy.
Yeah.
That's what I'd gravitate towards, but I would eat that freaking pork chop every night of the week.
Oh,
probably.
it was good.
It was so good, man. It was,
Yeah.
and that rub was pretty damn good on the pork chop. It probably was one of the better choices for that thick of a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Because it had a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kick to that
Yeah,
one.
it's got a little heat on their little scale here.
In fact, this is the first time I'm going to say this, I think you could have put more of that rub on that pork chop.
I made sure I did the rub
I'm glad
before he
this is
grabbed them.
recorded. We can go back and listen
Yeah,
to it.
I'll hear it
Mhm.
over and over.
Yeah.
Yep. See,
But on their
the
little
flip side, Travis would have put the same amount on a paper thin pork chop, and then you wouldn't have tasted the meat.
On those, I did it pretty heavy because they were big. On there, they have a little scale on here of like how hot from a 1 to 5, and this is a 2.
I've never noticed
Yeah,
that on
see, I
their
just
stuff.
noticed that today.
Now, see,
I wonder if they just started
they
doing
finished,
that.
but I would give it more than a 2 out of 5.
To me,
heat-wise.
2 was probably right. I eat a lot of spicy food though.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
And,
and Scott are babies.
It was awesome on the pork, man. The other thing I would like to try that rub on is some shrimp. That's the first thing I thought of when I tasted that flavor. Was like, that should be good on.
I would like to try some
Shrimp.
wings, smoke some wings.
Yep.
That's what I thought
I think
today.
it would be really good on there.
Yep.
I would
Be,
like-
be a good dry rub on a wing.
I thought wings, and I wanted to because I've tried the regular one, the killer or the honey killer bee on ribs, but I would like to try that one on ribs, the chipotle. I think it'd be
I
good.
bet it'd be
It'd get-
hotter on ribs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get that sweet heat.
I don't
thing.
know if you put like a sweet sauce. If you
Yes.
sauce the ribs with something sweet,
Yep.
I think it would offset it.
Yep. There's
See,
only one way to find out.
I think like that when we like our normal ribs, we do the Heath Rowell's sweet barbecue.
Mhm.
Do that and then do that on top of it. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
it
that would
too.
give you more of the
I think
heat.
that'd be a lot going on. There's a lot of flavors going on in that.
Maybe not
It's worth-
a heavy. Maybe
it's
not
worth
a heavy
trying.
dose.
Not a heavy
just
dose,
kinda
just
sprinkle it
sprinkle
on
it.
there.
It's worth trying.
a
Yeah.
little bit. So what are you
We'll try.
rating it there, Dave?
I'm going to give this one a 9. It's very good.
Yeah.
I would buy it again for sure.
And you said this was your first Cosmos.
First Cosmos, the last 2 weeks just hit me better. They got 10s. This one still up there. Still up there. It's a 9.
9.
I would like to try it again. Probably not something I would eat all the time
Oh,
because I don't think it would match up well with the stuff that I eat a lot.
How do you think that would be on like beef?
I don't think I would like it on beef. Like, it would be okay.
You know me, I always think of everything on a burger.
Yeah, I think
Well-
that would be good on like some chicken. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
it's sweeter flavor.
I'm not sure, like on a burger, if that would be good.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
I don't think so.
Like a smash burger.
Well,
I just
I'm
don't- I think
thinking-
it would be too overpowering.
Well, I'm thinking just like you said, when the burger's done, just a light sprinkling over the top.
maybe.
Put the bun on and go. Just a
Yeah.
light little sprinkling just to give it a little bit of that
Yeah,
heat.
if you were trying to make like a specialty type burger. or
Yeah, that's
something,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. Yeah,
It could work.
something like that. So you're giving it a 9 overall.
Give it a 9 overall.
Okay.
It's a winner.
You?
I'm going to give it a 9. I thought it was very good. Like I said, I would like to try it on some wings. I think it would be really good dry rub on wings.
Heck yeah.
So I would definitely buy that
It was.
and
Yeah.
try it.
Definitely do it.
Yep. I'll just take that bottle home.
Yep.
No, that's my bottle.
Oh. So what are you giving it?
Um,
I will say that it's 2 out of 5. To me, it's more 3 out of 5.
but me and you are a little more.
Right. We're a little more tame than Dave.
Yeah, like me, I always tell everybody the hottest I can get is like a jalapeno, and sometimes those are too hot for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't eat like
Sometimes
fresh.
you get a jalapeno. That should have light your ass up.
yeah.
To me,
Especially-
that was about the tops of my spice level
Yes.
that I like.
Well, but it leaves that good.
You know what that would
burn-
be awesome on? Is smoked cream cheese.
Oh,
That would be
that
awesome
would be.
on that.
Ooh, yes,
That's our next freaking appetizer we're making.
yes, that would be good on that because that heat and the sweet. Oh yes,
That'd be good.
I'm with you
Good
on
job,
that one.
Dave.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna.
I should have made some while we were sitting here, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it about an 8.5.
I was gonna guess that you were gonna give it an 8.5.
I was going to guess a half.
8.5.
You and Dave like the halves.
Now, I'll give it 8.5 because it's almost not. There's not really anything for that I would change it on. But you know, I've said before, I judge it on what I've had it on, and I'm not normally a pork chop guy. That one was cooked perfect, good piece of meat. And I'm sure, like I said, if it was on maybe smoked cream cheese or like
that would be
the
the
wing,
shit.
I think it would be really good on wings too.
I think it would be too.
yeah, and that would probably be a 10 then.
Yeah, it's all about what you find that you like it on.
Yeah, but it's
I'm definitely going to do wings with it.
very good.
Yep, Scott's taking it.
Well, okay then. So overall, Cosmos dry rub, honey chipotle killer bee, got what, a 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just say a 9.
Yeah.
A 9 overall.
9, 8.5.
I mean,
we'll say it's a 9.
So far, everything we're getting out of the store is
yeah, he's bringing the thunder, man.
He's
He's got
getting-
the good stuff.
he's gotten all the good stuff.
Now,
in
did
there.
he recommend that, or did you just pick it out?
No, he recommended that one.
Okay. Cool.
Because this thing
3 for 3.
Yeah, I'll say Aaron's doing pretty dang good. Because when the last few times I went in and he's like, "Oh, I've tried that. I haven't." You know, we're kind of just looking at all the different ones and what he does with them. And I told you guys, remember when we did the heavy smoke for the brisket,
Mhm.
and I told you he pointed on the shelf. I do this one and this one, and I couldn't remember what the second one was. But I went back in and he has. What's the one with the pig the pig head and the skulls?
Loot and booty.
Yeah, Loot and Booty. It was one of theirs. Yeah, that he does that heavy smoke and that on that
Oh,
brisket.
yeah.
And he said it was awesome. But it I have to find it. It's in there. And I was like, well, we'll do that again.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah.
They make a black one too.
I think it is the black one.
Okay.
Don't 100% hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it was the black one.
I think they only make like 3.
Yeah. It was Loot and Booty. That he said he does that and heavy smoke on his briskets, and he said it's awesome. But yeah, he recommended all that. So yeah, right now he's knocking it out of the park with them.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
man.
When I was in there the other night, they have baskets set up in there and getting ready for Christmas and all the holidays. And like your wives or whatever could go in, and they have little baskets that are already wrapped up, pretty cellophane around them, everything. And they'll have like a couple seasonings and some rubs, or they'll have different things in them, and you just buy the basket and go take it home to your husband.
That's
There
pretty
you go.
cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Now, is he going to do online ordering eventually? Has he said anything about that?
I haven't talked about that.
That would take like a whole employee to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I think it
kind
would.
of hard. Yeah, and
Plus the website, keeping it updated.
yeah,
But
I mean,
I didn't know for our listeners outside
There-
of the area.
I just know from
I'm sure you could probably call him.
I would say,
and
I
he
just
would
know from-
ship it for you.
going into Louis B&R for they'll do anything for the customer. I mean, they'll bend over backwards for you. So
Yep.
I would think if you said, yeah, ship me something, he'd probably go ahead and throw it all in a box and ship it to you.
Cool.
But I don't know if he'll necessarily have an online store,
Right.
you know.
That
But
would take a lot of manpower to
yeah, and the
sell.
thing is like us when we used to drive up to St. Louis barbecue store. That's half the fun of it to me, is driving to the actual store
Yeah.
and looking at all the stuff they got.
You can
online.
order that shit from anywhere.
Yeah, I can order that
Right.
online, but
But it's neat to go in and
Yes,
see it all and
see it
all.
pick stuff out.
Yep.
and have somebody
And
in
get
there.
their recommendations.
Yes, have somebody in there that knows what
Just
they're
like a
talking about.
cigar shop.
Yes,
You know,
I don't.
ordering online's fine if you know what you're getting. That's fine. But you go to a cigar shop to ask them questions like, I like this kind of cigar. What do you recommend?
Mhm.
Maybe they can introduce you to something new that could be your new favorite.
Oh yes,
Right.
definitely. So a 9 on that one.
Yep.
Yes. I would recommend to everyone go in Louis P&R in Heron and get all of your meat there. They carry everything. Their brats are awesome.
Yeah, we need
And
to do
Solomon.
I don't
those.
think I've had anything bad there.
No,
I never have.
No, never have.
no.
It's all good quality meat.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the thing.
Yep.
They get that good thick cut bacon in there. They have good bacon.
That's what we've never done is bacon.
Ooh.
What do you mean we haven't done bacon?
We haven't cooked bacon on the grill.
Well, we did BLTs back in the day, and I thought we did bacon.
I can make some mean ass bacon. You need
You
to
ever
get
had
some?
bacon just on the grill? Like,
No,
Oh,
not
dude.
just right off the grill. I don't think.
really?
Oh,
I mean, I do it on
Oh,
the Blackstone.
dude.
That's all I've
I'll
had.
make us some.
Yes.
I'll make
it's
us
good.
some one week. We need to get. I recommend like a sweeter. Like this would be awesome. This kind would be awesome on bacon.
Yeah.
Like something on the sweeter side.
I can't believe you've never grilled, like smoked grilled bacon. Really?
No, I always just do it on the Blackstone.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
You're
good.
missing out.
It's freaking. It's just.
I mean, I've had smoked bacon
It's-
before, but I've never
Yeah.
done it.
It's like a whole nother experience. Just like melts away in your mouth. It's amazing.
Well,
I love it.
I'll get some from there, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Yeah. Check them out.
Okay.
So, is it time for? You want to do your story first, or do you want to do? Do you have your story?
I don't have a story just yet.
he's working on it.
I'm working on it.
He's not prepared.
He's
Trying to
not.
think.
I'm the
prepared.
only one that's prepared
Pretty
today.
soon, I feel
Well,
like
here. Oh no, we'll do it totally.
No, we're
different.
doing mine at the end.
No,
Oh.
we're gonna do it totally different tonight.
switch it up.
Switch it
Okay.
up.
Miracle Whip or mayonnaise?
Oh God. The hands down mayo.
I'm going mayo too. Miracle Whip's a monstrosity.
Yeah.
See, I grew up on Miracle
I
Whip.
did too. I grew up on
My
that.
mom, that's all she bought.
Yeah,
is
same here.
Miracle Whip, and that's probably what I would go to. Other than
Oh.
So you
here,
like 'em?
yes, I like Miracle Whip because that's what I grew up on.
I did
Other
too.
than here lately, the last 4 or 5 years probably, I've been introduced to Duke's
Yeah.
mayonnaise.
See, now Duke's reminds me of Miracle Whip.
Well, maybe that's why I like
think it is
Duke's.
because it has like the sour.
Maybe
taste
that's
to
why
it.
I really
Yeah.
like Duke's mayo.
See, I bought a bottle at one time because everybody
Yeah.
was using Dukes.
I like
And
it okay.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
I'm just a good old Hellman's guy.
Hellman's guy?
Hellman's mayo.
is where it's at. My favorite Hellman's is the olive oil Hellman's, and I can't find it anywhere.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
I
I've
usually have it
never-
like
It's got a green
Yeah,
lid.
I've seen it.
It's really good.
Huh.
But yeah, ever since I remember way back in the day when we were partying in Carbondale, I'm sure we were drinking.
Oh yeah.
But we wandered into Jimmy John's back before Jimmy John's exploded and was huge like it is now. And I ordered something and they pulled out the Hellman's mayonnaise. Put that shit on there. It was the first time I ever had it. It was life changing. I'm like, I'm never buying
Oh.
Miracle Whip ever again.
So you had bought Miracle Whip before then?
Yeah, because that's what I grew up
Well,
eating.
we all did. Because was it just
I don't
cheaper?
know if it was. It's kind of a local thing, northern, isn't it?
I don't have any
Yes,
idea.
it is. I'm not sure, but it's like Central Illinois where it was, and I don't know it. That's all my mom ever had was Miracle
That's
Whip.
what we
That's
had.
kind of what I grew
And
up.
I
on.
guess
I don't know if
That
it
would
was
make
cheap.
sense because my parents are from Cairo and then moved down to Arkansas, so
Yeah.
they're still in this vein of the Midwest.
Maybe it was just cheaper back then. or
Probably, 'cause-
I don't
Well, I know
know
for a while.
I mean, it
think,
belongs in the trash. So.
I think still, isn't it supposed to be like?
Give me a break. It's not that bad.
Isn't it supposed to be like healthier or something too?
I don't know about that.
I don't
think
think
it's,
so.
It's supposed to be healthier than mayo.
It's just freaking like
now, neither one of them.
oil.
are
Dave is
healthy.
not a Miracle Whip
No,
guy.
I'm
He
not.
is totally against it.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
grew
I'm
up
not
on
a
it,
Miracle
and
Whip.
anymore when I'm with you. When I finally actually got some, because if we did have every once in a while the bottle of mayo, absolutely it was the generic, the cheapest mayo
Yeah.
that my mom could find.
not
And
a
you know
good,
that shit's made
not
in
a
the
good
same place.
representation.
And so whenever you actually try Hellman's or something, you're like, oh
Yeah.
wow, this.
It's kind of like the butter that we buy versus the regular butter. It's still butter, but there's just something about it, man. Makes
Yeah.
it so much better.
Now, see, I will say with that one, because you're talking about the Kerrygold,
Kerrygold.
I don't see that big of a difference.
Oh shit, man! I thought you would out of anybody.
I'm a butter guy.
Oh,
Well,
I love
there's
Kerrygold.
certain butters that I like on
There's
bread
just
or something.
more of a butter flavor to it.
Yes,
There
I
probably
agree.
is, but I bought it the last few times, and I'm like, it's good. It cooks a little better. I will say that
Yeah,
it kind of
it does.
stays,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think, as far as taste, I don't think there's a bit of difference.
Oh, there is.
Well, don't listen to Travis, everybody. Try some Kerrygold butter.
I don't.
It'll
Well,
change
one
your world.
time.
Yep.
yeah, I've tried it.
Treat yourself to some Kerrygold.
Treat yourself,
one
yeah.
time.
Yep. I keep it around. I don't use it all the time. I use the
It's
Sam's
too
Club.
expensive to use all
Yeah,
the
the
time.
Sam's Club butter is very good.
Yeah.
So we use it for our everyday stuff. But
That's
then
what
when
we
I'm
buy.
like frying burgers or something, I'll use the Kerrygold. Or like when I'm tossing wings, I'll use some Kerrygold butter.
So let me ask you this: I'm talking about mayo. Have you guys ever done like when you make a grilled cheese using mayo instead of butter?
No.
yes, I have.
They say it's supposed to make it. I will say with that, I'm not a fan. I'd rather have butter.
Yeah, I like the flavor of butter.
Butter, yes. I
It
do
does
too.
a good job as far as the crunch wise.
Yeah, the crunch wise, but
because it's just freaking oil and
Yes.
eggs.
yeah, but I would
So-
much rather have butter. I think, and some
Yeah.
people want the mayo.
Now give me the butter all day, man.
Yeah, I like butter a lot
That's
better.
like my weakness: butter and cheese.
Cheese. I do love butter. A lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would. All right, give me a thing there. We'll go. You're not. No.
Oh, oops.
Well, you did yours first.
Oh,
That's fine.
I'm in the middle.
Go for it.
we're not drinking, I swear.
No,
I'm
We're
having
at-
tea.
the
Dave,
sun's in our eyes.
Dave is.
I am. I have
Oh.
what do I have? A Cayman Jack margarita.
You like
leftover.
those?
They're okay.
Stephanie bought them once. I've
had 'em
They have a
before.
malt. They have like a malty
Yeah, I wasn't
flavor
a fan
to
of
them.
them.
Yeah.
They're okay if you're on the go and you just want something
Yeah.
lemony, limey.
I've had those before.
Yeah.
They
all
are.
right.
They kind of taste like.
And you're ripping me for liking Miracle Whip.
They're kind of like a smeared off ice with like some lime in it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
That's
description.
that's kind of what they are.
That is a good description.
Yep. But
You used to be a smearing off ice guy.
Oh, I did. Mm-hmm.
Were you really?
Oh Lord,
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah. When I drank all the time, that was my quote unquote beer. That's what I drank. Smeared off ice.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. This week's Would You Rather. I'm not really prepared. I'll be honest.
I can tell. See, I'm the only one that was prepared tonight.
Well, your questions-
I studied for this.
You studied for that. Your questions are easy.
They are easy.
We gave you two easy
I
of
like
eight.
them.
Oh shoot.
Okay. Would you? I thought of a few today, but none of them real
You
good.
say that every time.
I
And
do
you
because-
say I asked my coworkers.
No, I
and
didn't
you
ask my
still
coworkers today.
hem-haw around.
I think of different ones or whatever in my head, and I try to mash them together. But what do you'd have one?
You have a would you rather, Dave?
Well, he sat down like he looked like he had one.
I thought of what I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to do a hybrid of all three of our things for mine. It's going to be a question. It's going to be about financial stuff.
Would you
Right.
rather? We did the last guy. I had that one on there. We've done beef or pork before.
We have, yeah.
Well, why Travis is thinking, what do you think of the stick? The
Oh.
smoke.
Oh, he was getting ready to do his.
I was.
What do you think of the smoke? I think it's pretty
Man,
good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I was not sure how this was going to be.
I'm the same
but
way.
it
At
has-
first, I was like,
It's
I don't
ramped up
know,
just
but-
a hair, but it's
Yep.
keeping its flavor. It's not just cigar like I thought
Right.
it was going to be in the beginning, because that's what it kind of started out as.
Right.
You know, the cold draw was just kind of cigar, but I'm still getting like the chocolatey flavor
Yeah.
notes.
You get
and-
the, I'm getting the same flavors when I lit
yeah,
it.
it's like a
It's good.
nice
I like it.
toasty,
And I don't-
hearty cigar.
I don't really feel like it's ramped up very much.
Not really.
Oh, I
It's-
think it has.
It's about the same
Little
as
bit.
when I lit it,
A
but
little bit. But I'm in the probably the final third.
The retro's hopped up a bit.
Okay, have you thought about it yet? Would you rather?
would
we
you,
gave you a minute to think about it.
Thanks. And you asked me a question in between there, so I could think a whole lot about it. If you had to, I really want a good one though. I could just pull something out of my ass.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to
Just
think
pull
of
Sorry,
something out of
listeners.
your ass.
It's not that hard.
Would
You're
you?
just gonna watch traffic go by while you're thinking.
Yeah. Watch people walking by the street.
My neighbor's taking his trash
Yeah.
out.
All right, we'll have another one because that was a good one off of my son Cole's. Just popped in my head. Would you rather take a bath in butter or olive oil?
Okay.
What kind of butter?
Is it Kerrygold butter or just regular butter?
Yeah, that makes a difference.
This is okay. We'll do Kerrygold butter and olive oil. Again, it's the bathtub. We'll melt the butter down, but it's just not going to scald you. But you're getting in there, taking the bath. You're like a little shrimp just in there soaking in the butter or soaking in olive oil, and you got to get out and dry off and walk away. Which one would you rather do?
I'm going to go with olive oil. Because,
butter at some point dries.
Olive oil.
You said you could dry off.
Well, you can. That's what I'm saying.
I think olive oil would
you're not drying off
your
with
skin.
a towel.
Yeah, you got a towel. You get one towel, like we'll do the same as last time. You get one towel.
Because olive oil is an oil. It's natural. It would probably help your skin.
I think it would be good for your skin.
That's probably why they call it an oil. Olive oil.
You think so?
Well, I was just pointing that out that he's getting all scientific over here.
But butter's not an oil.
oil.
Butter is a fat. You know what I mean? Which is, just grease, basically. I think you would look like a freaking teenage boy.
All
with
shiny?
Acne all over your body after a day or two.
I don't know, man. Both those are...
I'm going to go with the olive oil because I think it would be better for your skin.
Yeah.
The butter, I think, would leave a kind of a film.
I think
I don't
all
know.
I'm looking at is butter.
Gross.
Butter hardens back up
Yeah.
after a while. So even if you dry off, you're still going to have some... I'm with olive oil, too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
olive oil.
Olive oil.
Get some butter clumps
Because, Scott,
in your undercarriage.
olive oil is an oil.
And that butter would get into the little cracks and dry.
Yeah.
And
By
harden.
that, I meant a natural substance.
know.
Son of a bitch, man. Can't even talk to Travis.
Oh, I know how you feel all day with you two.
What?
You ask us questions and we answer.
Yeah, you're looking
Well,
for a used
logical
car.
answers.
We
I
tried to
asked-
help you out
I
today.
asked these guys, hey, I'm keep an eye out for a used car if you see your friends. Scott and him proceed to send me 15 messages.
We found some killer deals.
They were all wrecked. I think all they did was Google wrecked cars for
I
sale.
did,
Actually, I got on Marketplace.
and I put in
sorted
wrecked
by-
cars.
Yeah, they both.
went in-
all of them are smashed. You go, this would be a good one. This would be a good one.
The price range was
Oh yeah, I'm glad you
I
guys
did
got a
the
good
same
kick.
thing.
Like
Zero
my
to-
phone just kept going off, and I'm like, and my coworker goes, "Man, you're popular." And I go, "It's
it was $0 to $100. That's what I put.
0 to 100."
right in your spending range that you like to be
I think
in.
Dave won though. The one he sent, he
That
beat
truck
me.
was awesome.
He beat me by
I don't even. I'll be honest. I didn't even open
The
them all up.
description gave it was everything.
I didn't open them
He's
all
like,
up.
runs great. We'll sell whole or as parts.
Yeah,
I didn't.
and it
open-
was wrecked.
The only one I
Piece of
opened
crap.
was
The hood looked like a teepee.
the last like Nissan you had sent me that was rear-ended, and you could tell it rear-ended somebody, and then they got rear-ended. It was smashed from both ends.
It just needs a little work.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was like crying.
I was too.
Yeah,
I was
like
oh my
15 cars in a row, and they're all wrecked. Here, this is a good one. This is. I'm like, why do I even ask you guys?
God. Now, after that, I gave you a legitimate lead on a possible
Yeah,
vehicle.
looks like Big Bird's car.
Who cares?
You're
what
not
color
driving it.
is?
It's for your daughter.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit
I'll
if
say,
it's pea
hey,
green.
if he'll shoot me a good deal, I'll buy it.
Yeah, it's a car.
It's a car.
It's
Oh,
for
you
a
guys.
teenager.
You guys.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for all the help today.
But you might want to check into that truck.
It runs good.
Yeah, it's
It
great.
runs great, but he'll sell it as a whole or parts.
Yeah, for $100.
Well, if he, oh really, the whole thing for $100?
The whole thing was $100,
Yes,
dude.
You could go scrap
like
it
I
for
said,
$300
I
at the
didn't open.
scrapyard.
I didn't open all of them.
Now, I'm sure he doesn't have a title or anything, but
Yeah,
that's formalities.
whatever.
You could apply for a lost
Do
cause.
your
shit.
question now.
Okay. All right. We're all middle-aged dudes. We've been working
Speak for yourself.
way too long. I would love to be retired by now, but that's not happening.
Shit, I'll never.
I think
retire.
we should be retired from the time you're like 25 to the time you're like 60, and then just say, well, okay, you got to work like a slave the rest of your life.
What?
Well, I'm going to die anyway. I mean, I want to be young and enjoy myself right now.
Anyway, So, I'm sure none of us are in the profession that we dreamed of being in when we were younger. If you would have had your choice, what would you guys do as a career?
You know, Rebecca, I mean, just 2 days ago had this.
Oh, yeah? There you go. It's fresh in your mind.
This exact conversation. But I won't. You want me to go first because I kind of mine is fresh in my mind?
Yeah.
I would. And now this is what I would do now, not what I would like if you'd asked me when I was 16.
Right
This
now-
is a career choice that,
Right
that
now.
you wish
What would
you
you-
would have done back in the day.
No.
That you would have set up to be doing right now. What is your dream job currently?
Oh, currently.
Yeah, what would you want to be doing right now?
Mine was land development. I would be in real estate, buddy.
I think you've answered that before.
Well,
Well, why don't you get into real estate?
you just wait. When I'm rich, I'm not buying you guys anything.
No, but seriously, you have a perfect opportunity right now
Why do you think I'm doing what I'm doing?
because you're a tight ass.
Well, that too, but
I figured you'd be a camper salesman.
you know, I will say I do enjoy selling things. I like it. It's like a challenge to me, and I am a very good salesman if I want to be.
By the way, you still owe me $5.
Oh my God, yes I do. But but
you owe
my
me
prob-
a steak too.
my problem
son of a
is
bitch. Or 3.
You have no money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm investing in
Here,
real
just give me
estate.
your card and I'll give it back.
My problem is I don't want salesmen's hours. Okay, does that make sense?
Salesman makes their
You don't
own
want to work
hours.
Saturdays
no,
because
exactly.
salesmen have to work pretty much every. That's where
Saturday.
your money's at.
That's where
Yes.
if you're in sales,
and I will
like cars or campers or anything.
a good friend of mine, John Boschera, your car guy, John Boschera, he sells cars, and I've talked to him before that, and he told me, he said, on it now he's been in it for, we'll say 15 years, probably
And
longer.
does a good job at
He
it.
does a good job. He sells a ton of cars. If anybody needs a car, look him up, John Boschera. But he's told me,
He works at Ron Ward, right?
yes,
Here in Illinois.
Here in Illinois, Ron Ward. But he told me Saturday is not his biggest day. He said, I sell more. And I
Really? I'm surprised at
I
that.
understand this because I'll be the first one to admit the last thing I want to do on a Saturday is go sit in a dealership.
See, that's
But
that's
sometimes
that's
you're
how I see it.
sometimes you're working through the week.
Yes.
That's the only day you
Yes,
have available.
I understand that, but a lot of mine is like if we were looking for a car, I'm looking on, like everybody, Facebook. I'm looking on,
or you're asking your friends to send you links.
yeah, I won't
Yeah.
never do that again. Or I'll Google Ron Ward. What do you got in stock? Or I'll get a hold of the salesman. Hey, John, I'm looking for this. Send me what you got. He'll send it to me. I might swing by after work. Now, not everybody can do that. I work days, so I get off before
You get off before they
they
close.
and
Not
so
everybody
yes.
does.
But he said more than not, most people are like us, that they can swing by after.
Really?
And they much rather have it done, and because like I said, I don't think
Yeah.
I can honestly say when he said that and I thought about it, I don't think I've honestly ever bought a car on a Saturday. The most I've ever done is a lot of times like on
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
like-
I have
like-
either. I
like
want to be
presidents-
driving it
Yeah,
on
I'm
Saturday.
Yes.
trying to.
mine
think.
is
I don't
ours
know
was
if I
always like
have.
holiday, like those like Columbus Day or Martin Luther King Day, where the dealerships are still open but you're off work, so we might go and do it then. But no, on the weekends I'm like, I don't want to go sit in a dealership, and I tell them now,
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
all-day affair.
yeah, I'm like, I want
It
it.
is. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be.
I'm like, draw the paperwork up. I'm like, I'm not coming in there until you got the title there, and boom, I'm gonna sign it and walk out.
Yeah, their hours are why I never
Yeah.
got into it because I'm good at selling things too.
That's why. That's honestly why I didn't. I almost took a car salesman job years ago. Had a job offer for it, and I wanted to do it because it'd be fun. But I'm like, they told me my hours, and I was like, working. You get like John. His days off are like Sunday and Tuesday.
See,
He
that
works
would-
Monday, and I'm like, oh, that'd be all.
yeah,
I
that would
just,
suck.
yeah, it was because he goes to the lake with us, and it's like, you make enough. Why don't you just say, no, my days are going to be Saturday and Sunday and off, and that's it. But
Yeah.
anyway, my dream job right now is I would like to just do real estate land developing, basically.
Okay. Well, that's not very adventurous, Scott.
Back in the day, my goal was to be a state cop, and I wish I would have done that. I had the connections to get in, and I would be retired now.
Oh Lord, yeah.
So I wish I would have
Because
done
you're
that.
old as dirt. So
Yes.
But right now-
I could have been retired and working a second job now, and
You could-
still drawing a big pension.
But like your active job currently, what would you want to be doing if you could do something
I'd be
else?
retired.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Your job, like what would you be?
If you had to have a
what would
job,
be your second job after retiring from your shitty job?
see, that's my thing. Is I
don't
always
know.
say
I honestly don't know.
because there's these.
I mean, that's what I would have done, and then I would be retired.
I figured you would have
It's
said like pitmaster, freaking big barbecue joint or something.
That's a lot of work.
yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but like the big places only work like 2 days a week.
Yeah.
But they're doing that all week still. They're getting ready, blah blah.
Okay,
you know.
if I'd worked the state police and now
They have
retired,
people to do that for
maybe
'em.
open up a barbecue
Maybe.
joint like you said, and just do a Friday, Saturday type thing,
Yeah.
kind of a part-time gig.
yeah, see,
But that's after I get my big pension retirement.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that always.
Yeah.
I would not have done that when I was 20.
Right.
No, these people that say, "Oh, well, when I retire, I'm going to get me part-time job." I'm like, I've worked my whole life. I'm like, no, and I will say, my goal is me and Rebecca are working. We're trying to retire early. You know, I can retire at 55, so I'm 12, 13, 13 years away from it. But at 55, when I say I want to retire, I want to stop you writing me my paycheck. I want to write my own paycheck. You know what I mean? I will still do stuff, but I don't want to go and get a part-time job.
You don't have to want to depend on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, there was a guy I work with, and I love him to death, but literally the day we had his retirement party, and he'd been there 30 years or something, and honestly, at the time, he probably shouldn't have retired. We'll just say financially, he probably shouldn't have retired. Truth be told, he couldn't afford to retire, if you know what I mean. But we were sitting there that day, and I said, "So what are you going to do now that you're retired?" And he goes, "I'm applied. I'm going to get this part-time job at somewhere, blah, blah." He was telling me. I said, "Well, why are you retiring?" I'm like, "You're here, you've got it made. You're high in seniority." He's like, "Well, I figure if I can retire and just get me if I'm just going to get me a part-time job," and these are his exact words, "if I can get me a part-time job where I can pay my house payment and my truck payment and my car payment, I'll be okay." And I looked at him the other day. I said, "If you get that job, you let me know where it's at." And I said, "I'll quit and go there. If you're working part-time and paying all that," I said, "because I know what you're paying on all those." He had just bought a brand new Dodge, bought a brand new Charger, like a year from retirement. And I go, "You let me know." I go, "because I know you've told me what you pay on those." He was paying $800 a month, like on the truck.
He's still got a lot of payments.
That's
Well,
a full-time
yes.
job to
Yes.
pay all that.
Yes.
Pay
it
all
is.
that, and that's what I said. I said, "You tell me where that full part-time job
Yeah.
is making all that." But I'm one of those, when I retire, I'm done.
What about you, Dave?
I would love to be designing the packaging for toys and or skateboards.
Really? Like
Yeah,
the graphics on the back of skateboards?
Yeah, I think it'd be just freaking awesome.
You'd be
I
good at
think
that.
you'd be very good
You'd
at that.
be good
too.
at that.
Thanks. I met a guy, because I do like to get paid for my artwork. It'd be awesome. But I met a guy at the Indiana Comic Con, and he said he's been doing this for 3 years full time. Is just designing skateboards and toy packaging. And I just made this decision a couple years ago that I think that would be an awesome job. And he's living that dream. He's like, it is fucking fabulous, dude. He's like, I do it whenever I want to do it. Like if I want to go on vacation for a week, I just go on vacation. I come home and do all my drawings in a day or two and get caught back up and just keep on working.
That's probably even, we'll call it a remote job. Let's just say if you wanted to go to the beach, you say, "Well, I'm going to draw for a couple hours in the morning."
Who the hell wants
Yeah.
to do
I'm
that?
just saying,
Because
you
doing
could
art
do that.
is work, Travis.
I know
Contrary to popular belief.
I'm just.
It does take
It
skill and
doesn't
time.
take 30 seconds to draw something.
Right.
It
Oh,
takes
okay.
some time.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying it's one of those jobs that
I
he
could have swore I heard you
work-
say that earlier.
He could work remotely
Yeah,
if you wanted
could.
to. Yeah, you could go live on a beach and say, "Well, I'm just going to work for 2-3 hours this morning and do it."
Well, yeah.
Why don't you do that?
I mean on vacation. Well,
You're in the perfect. What did you say? You're in the perfect position to do that right now.
no, I'm not. I can promise you that I'm not. But here in a couple of years, I might
Not
be.
when he does stuff for free.
Yeah. Too many people have asked him for shit for free. You know what I mean? So I just gotta slog through my day-to-day job for a while.
So you would have been a state cop.
And I'd be retired drawing a pension right now.
There's sometimes that I think, looking back, that I wish I had right out of high school went in the military.
Because after 20 years, you can retire
Yeah.
nice.
Yes. Very nice.
Yep.
I wish I had went in the military just because, not that I wanted to, but just because of the benefits that they get. I mean,
Afterwards.
you got medical for the rest of your life. You got, all this stuff. So many things now, especially right now. Like, I wouldn't push any of my kids to do it, but I was talking to a guy the other day that he did the National Guard for years, and he was just telling me, like, he goes, you think they were begging when you graduated high school? They're really begging now. He was like,
Oh yeah.
he goes, it was something crazy, like you did your first year, you went through basic and did first year,
Somebody's truck's going on.
and you got $30,000. It was something like, when it was,
That's nuts.
you get a little bit each time, but it was something like $30,000 just for signing.
Yep. But they deserve that money.
Yes,
because especially now,
Mm-hmm.
any day
Yes.
could be a war.
Yes.
And I mean,
Military is.
I personally, knowing what I know about the military, I don't think today's military is ready to go to war.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not.
The-
You always look at I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody when I say this, because I mean this. Soldiers are paid for what they could be doing, not what they're doing. Like firemen, like you always say. We always say firemen are paid for what they could be doing, not what they're doing. And that's why they get paid decent.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? I respect anybody that's went to the military. Both my brothers went to the military, But
I grew up with my dad in the military, and people are not like they were that
Yeah.
were in the military.
yeah, no, it's different now.
Like it's
It's a whole different ball game.
yeah. And there's a place for different things in the military, like video game professionals would be great at flying drones.
Yeah.
But their mind state is too fragile to have that drone kill a human being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just asking for them to be messed up for the rest of their life.
Right.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, all these people are all messed up and they don't know how to cope with it. And
But I think a lot of people maybe join for the financial reasons and things like that. Like, I would
That's-
look at it.
that's the only
And,
reason they
well,
do
I
it
know,
anymore.
but they go in and think, well, I won't ever have to do that. I'll just train. I'll be prepared to do that, but I won't ever do that. Then they get in and like, oh crap, I got to do the job I was trained to do.
Yep.
And I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Is people aren't
Yes.
mentally prepared for it.
Yep.
Well, that was a good
That
question,
That was
Dave.
a good question,
Well, thanks,
Dave.
buddy. Yeah.
I feel like I let you down with my answer.
You did.
You kind of just
No,
went,
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. I thought it was going to be something
no,
cool.
I really would.
like working at a hut in Hawaii selling shirts and drinking Mai Tais all day or something.
Well,
But no, you're going to buy real estate.
What about a bartender down in Florida?
no, honestly, this
Yeah, like the movie Cocktail.
Yeah.
this is the thing.
That's what I figured Travis would answer.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I won't just do real. I'll say I would want to make my money from land developing and real estate like that. But yes, I would like to own one of the big, like, I'd love to sit down there.
Condo complexes in Florida, something
Yes,
like that.
like something like that. Or no, I would like to go down there and have the we rent the pontoons and the jet skis and stuff like. Oh, I'd sit there. That's what I would say when I actually retire and we go down there. I said, no, I would do that a couple days a week just because I would.
See,
I love being by the
I
sea.
figured Travis would be like Captain Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, I like getting the yachts or something
Yeah.
down there. Have a yacht captain and take these people out.
I'm glad I could, choose you guys' dream professions
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Pitmaster and
Yeah, you're
Captain
a pit
Ron.
master and I'm a Captain Ron.
I'm
here.
a retired state cop drawing a pension.
Yeah.
I never said nothing about
You
being
can
a
go
pit
work.
master.
You could go be security at Dillard's for like
Yeah.
$30 an hour now.
Yeah.
I wonder when Dillard's is going to close.
I bet never.
Oh, I bet they're getting kicked out of the mall eventually.
They got to be.
No, they own that building.
Oh, they do.
I believe, if I,
I bet
remember
they're
right,
going to be pushed
I
out
think
of it.
I think
They do own the building.
Yeah, Dillard's and Target own their building. That part of the
They
building.
Now,
do.
see, I heard Target's going to build across the
They're
highway,
supposed to, but they own that
like
building.
a standalone building.
And I'm sure they'll just, Black Diamond will buy it.
Yeah.
I would think Dillard's would draw in business from the mall, and that's how they would stay open, like the Wanderers,
Yeah.
But you got.
I don't know how the place stays open.
Yeah, I don't
but-
either. You got to get in your car and be like, okay, I'm going to Dillard's.
Yes.
Who the hell has ever said that? Ever?
My wife.
What?
I go to Dillard's all the. They have great sales, man.
Yeah. That's the only time you can buy anything
Yes, that's
there.
exactly right. You got to wait. Like right now, you want to go in and buy the summer stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, yes, and you'll get.
You're right.
I've literally
You'll
went
get
in,
good deals.
Went in there and bought $80 shorts for like $13.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you'll get it right now. And then when
But
spring
those $80
hits,
shorts were not worth $80.
no, they
when
were
was
worth the
full price.
$13.
Right.
And that's what I do. Same thing in spring. You go in there and you start.
Yeah.
But usually with them, you got to start about February, March, and go in and you'll buy the winter stuff. Like last year, I bought a jacket that was $200 and some odd, and I bought it for, it was like 40 or something.
Yeah. See, that's one of my hobbies. I frequent like Ross and TJ Maxx just to hunt for stuff like that.
But you resell it. Like I buy stuff.
Like I buy stuff for us.
Oh, I can't ever find anything at Ross. I found a few Ross
I
or
have
TJ
resold
Maxx.
some things from there.
Yeah,
some,
Ross or TJ Maxx.
I don't think
guys-
I've ever been in Ross.
Ross is pretty
You've been
sweet,
in TJ
man.
Maxx?
One time, and I wasn't that impressed.
Ross has much cooler stuff.
Well, see, I would think Ross is more like a. Remember, you had Walmart and Bud's.
Yeah.
Bud was his brother or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like you got TJ and Ross. Now they're owned by the same company, but I feel like the stuff.
No, they're not.
Ross, are they not anymore?
No.
Because I thought Ross, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx was all the same company.
No, TJ Maxx, Burlington, and what's the other one that you said?
Marshalls.
Yeah, I think those are all together.
Okay,
I
maybe
think
yeah.
Ross is something separate.
That's what I'm saying. I think Ross's stuff's usually a little step down, but just the ones I've
Ross
been in.
gets like an array of everything. Like
Yeah.
TJ Maxx gets basically the same brands over and over again, just out of date. Like they get a lot of Under Armour stuff, like a ton of it, and some other shit that.
Now, real quick, you can keep talking. I do have to mention something real quick, but I want to bring it up, make sure I get it the right way. Our very loyal listener.
Didn't you just say keep talking?
You can.
Yeah. But
You're
he's
talking.
looking something up.
Go ahead and talk.
Oh, back to the guy with the skateboards. He said his prior job was doing design work for an insurance company. He said it is just as exciting as it sounds. He's like, it's the worst thing ever.
I started to say, what kind of design work is at an insurance
Like
company?
logos and freaking like papers, like flyers and
Really?
yeah, just like meeting handouts and bullshit like that. And like
so
you
like
get your
conference material.
and you get your
shit
pamphlets
like
from your insurance to show your coverages. He designs like the little headers and crap like that. But yeah,
Gotcha.
he's like, it was a nightmare, man. He's like, I'm living the dream now. So that was cool. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
I bought one of his skateboards.
Okay.
Do you
Travis.
ride it?
No, I'm gonna hang it on the wall. I'll show it to you. It's awesome.
They do have some awesome artwork on it. No, Craig had an idea. He listened to last week's, and he messaged me this. And he said a climbing podcast that he listens to, they have like a little segment where they call it like pro tips. And he said, guys are basically grilling pros. But he said, most guys like me enjoy it, but whether or not they want to admit it, don't have the wealth of knowledge on it. So he was saying like do some kind of segment where either we like have listeners ask us questions, like how do you cook this certain thing?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he said, throw some ideas in a pot and pick one out every week
Yeah.
and like do that. But
Yeah.
basically,
Good idea.
yeah,
Yeah. Everybody posts their questions on the Facebook page. And we'll pick them every
We'll
week.
answer.
yeah,
And it's all opinion. Like there's 100 ways
Yes.
to cook one thing. Like we can give our outlook on the way we would want to do it.
Or how we do it.
Yeah,
how you
or
do
how
it.
we currently do
Well,
it.
like what popped in my head after a little bit after I had read this and was talking to him, like we had went and did that judge that barbecue contest. It was just a backyard one, but like it surprised all of us that none of them. When we said, "Did you wrap your ribs?" They all looked at us like we were speaking
Yeah.
We were
Japanese.
crazy.
Yeah.
Same thing with pulling the membrane. They
Yeah.
really had no idea
Yeah,
what
they
we
were
were talking
what?
about.
And so
Yeah.
it was
And they
like-
don't do it all the
No.
time. They just cook at home.
Yeah, and some people just never pull the membrane. Some cooks that
Yeah,
know
some
what they're
people
doing.
like it that way.
Yeah, they like it that way on there, and I've done it both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, but
There is a butcher shop. I don't know where it is. BJ, where he buys his ribs.
They
They've
pull it
already
for
pulled
ya?
the membrane.
I wish
that's
we had
nice.
one around here.
yeah, that'd be
Because
nice.
one time he bought ribs around here and cooked them. Didn't know that the membrane was on there.
Oh,
He goes, I've never pulled a membrane. Because what he buys up there, it's already pulled. So
hmm
Yeah.
So that's just something he suggested we could do.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's a
idea.
good
post
idea.
that. We'll
Put it
pick
out.
out some questions.
We'll put it out right now. and We'll see how it goes if we get any questions from the listeners.
Yes.
If you got any questions like how to cook something,
Somebody needs to take this freaking
what
cat home.
what our suggestions are.
yeah. And Travis likes to cook meatloaf. So if you have any meatloaf
He loves
questions,
meatloaf.
No, Travis
throw
does
those
not.
to Travis.
and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Turkey meatloaf.
Whatever.
Ow, this cat is killing me.
Well, do we have anything else good for the listeners now that we've bored them all to death?
No, it's about time to wrap it up, I believe.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Just so everybody knows, we hit a milestone this week. We are up to over 3,000 downloads.
Oh,
which is amazing.
Ba-ba-bum.
Did you guys ever think that we would have that
No.
many downloads?
I didn't think we would get past 3 episodes.
how many episodes are we up to? What
Oh, man, it's going to be like 37 or 38 or something like that.
is it?
It's approaching 40 episodes. I know that.
There we go.
Yeah,
We need to pick like a milestone when we'll have. And I was thinking the other day we need to have like a party / event or something.
I had the same thought.
Like,
You know,
Maybe our 1 year.
well, I think if you guys can get us to 10,000 downloads
I was thinking 10,000.
by summer, let's just say summer. Let's be realistic about it. Then we will put on a barbecue.
And
and
we'll feed the listeners.
We'll post it up on the Facebook page. We can do it here at my place or Scott's or wherever, or the
We
campground.
can do it at Louis. The
Oh,
barbecue
Oh,
store.
we
That's
could
what
do
we'll
it at
do.
Louis.
That's a good idea.
Yep, we can do it there and have a
Because
big
it'll
open
be
day.
open by then, and we can.
That is a great idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great
that's
idea.
a wonderful
I'm a genius.
idea.
I'm
You
a
are.
genius.
I'll talk to Aaron about that.
Yeah,
We'll get it set up.
If we can get to 10,000 downloads
10,000
by
downloads.
June 1st, let's
Yep.
say.
We'll have our 10,000.
Yep. So spread the word. Tell them to come listen.
We'll have 10,000 and we'll do another one at 100,000.
There you go. Yep.
I'm going
We
big.
will.
We'll give us some
We're
time.
going
to,
big.
It'll give us
Sounds
some
good.
time to save in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save up.
Save up. Get all this
If
stuff.
by some chance we do get to 100,000, we will rent out a place and throw a big old shindig.
Dave said it, not me.
Not me either.
Yeah, Dave's renting it.
No, I mean, we're going in thirds. And we're going to rent, well, it might just be a field. I don't know.
You mean
but-
by like renting? You mean it's like meeting at the Heron Park or something?
I mean, like a venue or something.
I
You know what I
know.
mean?
No,
Yeah.
he means like renting out the MGM in Vegas or something.
Yeah, and we'll fly
Yeah.
everybody out.
No, not
Yeah.
quite.
That's nice of you, Dave.
Good. Thanks, Dave.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe
Better
we'll-
start selling more artwork.
Yeah, no shit, man. I got a couple pictures to work on this
Yeah.
week.
But, anyway, that's what's going on now. New episodes come out on Wednesday,
yes.
5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone remember
Bright
to
and
go,
early.
go by Louis P&R, get all of your meat. He has some seasonings in there. They have a lot of things in that store. Good salad dressings, spaghetti sauces, pasta sauces. They have a lot of neat things in there.
Yeah, grab you some lunch while you're there.
Yeah, they do hot lunch every day. I don't know if they still do breakfast or not. They were doing breakfast
I
for a
don't
while. I don't know if they do or not, but you can go in there and get your hot lunch. They got pizzas now. Grab those.
Sweet.
They'll have it all ready for you.
There we go.
And then
All right,
come in
guys.
November, barbecue store.
That's
All
right.
right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Fuck cancer.
That's not till the end.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah, it's fuck cancer.
That was fun, guys.
That was an hour and 12 minutes of pure joy.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. We went long today.
We did. We had some catching up to do. We
Yeah.
had
Scott,
2 weekends.
for the listeners here at the end,
What?
tell me, punk,
Oh, I thought.
do you feel lucky?
Yes.
No, that's
It's
the
a movie line.
It's a movie
No,
line.
I don't know what it is.
Dave?
It's Dirty Harry, right?
Yes. Tell me, punk.
Punk.
Do you? Do you feel lucky? He's got the gun, you know.
Well, see, if you'd have held the gun up, I might have got it.
You're supposed to be able to get it just by the
Oh,
line.
jeez.
Oh, man.
All right.
All right.
Fuck cancer.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
fuck cancer. Bye-bye.